Hello, Colonel Conker here. It's been a long time since I uploaded a video of anything. I think about 2 years actually. And I thought I'd start doing some YouTube again just because it's quite fun. I'm here playing Overwatch. It's a very fun game. It's very similar to Team Fortress 2. And I'm playing Junkrat, which is basically like the demo man from Team Fortress 2. Ow. Didn't mean to do that quite like that. I am recording it live as I go. So you'll have to forgive me if I shut up suddenly mid-sentence because I'm not very good at talking and concentrating on what's going on at the same time. Yeah, I'm planning on uploading some more videos from time to time now. The reason I wasn't really before was because I was actually studying, doing my degree, and yeah, it took up most of my time. Oh, not so much it took up most of the time, it did, but you don't really feel like it as much. You just kind of want to play your games, or the area where I wasn't appropriate for recording, lots of background noise, which would make it sound particularly shitty. So yeah. I'm really enjoying this game actually. Like I said, it's very similar to TF2, and I was quite a big fan of TF2. Logged many hours of that on. This doesn't run through the Steam browser, it actually runs through Blizzard app. So it's not associated with Steam. Oh, there we go. I do not pretend to be any good at this game actually. I am shocking at Overwatch. I feel sorry for my teammates for having to have me on it. I've only just started recently playing it, in fact. I got it about a week ago I think. And it's really enjoyable. A really good way of killing time. But if you suck at this, you get creamed so hard. It's not even funny. So yeah. So just really bringing some gameplay of this. I'm planning to, in the future, bring some more gameplay. Not of anything particular, maybe some Overwatch. Just, you know, I looked at my Steam library, I've probably got like over 150 games on there, and I think I may have played 30 of them. You know, properly played, not just like loaded it up for an hour to see that it works. Sort of thing. I was reading or listening somewhere to someone was explaining the stats about Steam games, and that roughly only 30% of the games that are actually on people's libraries generally are played regularly or have been played more than an hour or so. Most people tend to buy lots of games, normally on like summer sales. You know, I'm guilty of it, I do it all the time. You know, something's on 8%, 8% off, 85% off. And you're like, yeah, I'll have that. And it's only like a couple of quid. I mean, it's not something I'd normally spend my money on, but I mean, if it's only a couple of quid, then no problem. And then I will not play it, or I've never played it, or I've played it for an hour, and then thought, oh, this is a good game, and never come back to it. And things like that. And apparently lots of other people do that as well, it's not just me. So I'm planning on kind of going through most of my Steam library and maybe doing a couple of videos on some of the games, see if I can actually get some use out of them, because otherwise they were pretty pointless buying. Kind of hoping to bring some more Overwatch gameplay, because of course it's a really fun game and I spend a lot of time playing it. But my friends do also play this. Bumble in particular, me and Bumble have been playing a lot of Overwatch together. He kind of showed me the ropes on this. And how to suck a little bit less, which I don't think I was paying enough attention to. Yeah. So, you know, hopefully there's going to be much more content being uploaded in the future. Going to have to start learning actually how to edit videos, you know, to a reasonable standard. And the audio from my videos should sound a lot better now. I've upgraded and got myself a new mic. I mean, it's not professional quality, it's nothing special, but you know, I think it should. Ouch. You know, serve purposes for the moment. I'm not planning on turning. Some people start YouTube planning to start a career or something like that. I'm really just doing this for fun. I have a perfectly good career. I've just qualified, as I was saying before. Oh shit! For my studies, and that came with a job that I'm going to be embarking on shortly. So I'm just making the most of this time off because honestly, it's a bit boring. You've been working 2 or 3 years towards an end goal, and everything about your 2 or 3 years has been, based solely for that end goal, and then you complete it, and I don't quite know what to do with myself now. I mean, helping people out, sure, but I mean, other than just trying to odd jobs around the house sort of thing, or help my grandparents out, things like that. There's not a lot to do apart from play video games, and might as well record them, so that not only I can enjoy them, everyone else can enjoy them too. Right, the enemy just teleported. Come on, you bitch. Junkrat is very fun to play. He can dish out a hell of a lot of damage, but also he doesn't take damage from his own explosives, so you can get right up into people's faces and blast them without having to worry about your own health or how fragile, because it doesn't actually have that much health. I mean, 200 health in this game isn't that much. I mean, it's pretty average. Certainly not tank level, and not tracer level, because tracer is the very small, fast, not assassin. Assassin's the wrong word, but can be used as such. Just come here, soldier. Oh, I'm being shot everywhere. Fuck it up. Oh, that. Okay, yeah. Like I said, I suck at this game. I ain't gonna pretend I'm something I'm not here. That's just, I just suck at this game. And also my videos are gonna really suck. I mean, I am definitely not a YouTuber. I'm just barely a gamer anymore. Spent, 2-3 years not being the hardcore game. Well, I say hardcore, as in I used to be on it 6-7 hours a day, every day, before I went to uni. And then, though I played a lot of games at uni, it wasn't the same sort of atmosphere, and I've been really out of the loop. Especially, I noticed it particularly in World of Tanks. If you get out of the practice on World of Tanks, it is you get really out of practice. It's quite the curve is ridiculous. The second you stop playing regularly, you start sucking ass, like seriously bad. And it's most of it's learned behaviour, how to react to particular circumstances, especially with World of Tanks. If the enemy's doing this, what's an appropriate way of countering them, and if they think of that, how are you going to counter their counter to you, counter everything. So, if you get out of practice with that, it really stings. So the whole gaming scene, I kind of want to get back into, especially with my time off. Also want to not only go through the stuff that's in my library, but upcoming more of indie games. That sort of... I mean, the big games are fun, the big published titles, things like that. They're fun games, but they're quite often done before, or not as entertaining as something that's unique. I mean, I can think back recently, I completed a game called Orwell, and it was based around a nanny state in which everyone's under surveillance. There's always people watching your actions and assessing, basically like thought police. And was not only was it a fun game to play, it wasn't really a first-person shooter or anything like this. It was assessing articles and virtual situations. wasn't by any means a first-person shooter or a sort of an action-packed game, but it was a thought-provoking one, and it was really enjoyable. And it was a cheap game. It was kind of an indie game sort of thing. And you complete the first chapter. I think someone said there was going to be about 6 chapters. So I might record something like that, but I don't think it's really a game to record. I might even do some more World of Tanks. Oh, victory. See, even if you suck as much as me, then you can eventually win. I mean, I'm not going to get any accolades or medals or anything because, like I said, I suck. But yeah. I'm terrible at this character. Sometimes get situationally in a good place to use this weapon. This weapon here, the more you attack the person with it, the greater damage it does. So sometimes I can be situationally in a good place to use it, but 99% of the time it sucks so bad. Right, now, this has been some Overwatch. It's been a pleasure recording some footage, coming back to something I took a break from 2 years ago, and hopefully there should be more stuff on the way. Thank you for watching, and have a good day.